Hall of Fame basketball coach Phil Jackson, who coached greats like Michael Jordan, Shaq, and Kobe Bryant, isn't watching much basketball these days. Why? Because the NBA is too political.
They did something that was kind of wanky. They did a bubble down in Orlando. They even had slogans on the floor, on the baseline. It was trying to cater to an audience or trying to bring a certain audience into play. And they didn't know it was turning other people off. People want to see sports as non-political.
He's got a great voice. Yeah, he's right. Okay, slogans on the floor, says Phil Jackson. It's not even that controversial, Anita. All he said was, it's too political, and he said, sports fans don't want politics in their sports. Yeah. He's getting attacked for just that.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine anybody disagreeing with him because why do you watch sports? You watch sports to relax. You don't want politics in sports. You want to keep score of the game, not politics. It just distracts from everything. It's where people go to just sit down. You don't want it to be political. You just want to watch the game. Why? I mean, we have a separation of church and state. Let's have a separation of sports and politics. I think he's right. Yeah, Kellyanne. It reminds me of what happened with Bud Light. These big corporations, they want to expand their brand. Bud Light said they wanted to expand beyond the bros, right? And I think the sports world wants to do the same thing, of that same, whatever, the white bros who watch. So they get involved in politics. But in doing so, they don't have to insult their base. And that's what happens here, is that anyone who doesn't agree, they want to add politics. And if you don't agree, they say you can go jump in a lake.
Well, Bud Light lost over $6 billion in sales, it looks like, or market cap, and that whatever she was, marketing director, is on a sudden leave of absence. But I want to tell a positive story from all this. So several years, maybe 5 or 6 years after Colin Kaepernick got everybody kneeling during the national anthem, my son and I were at the Philadelphia Eagles, go Birds, beating the New York Giants in the playoff game down in Philadelphia several months ago. And I was struck after a local homegrown singer sang the national anthem. In other words, he's a local boy singing the national anthem. I was so struck to watch Philadelphia Eagles players run to the end zone. I'd seen them do this before and kneel. They weren't protesting the national anthem, they were praying. And they were there for the national anthem, standing, saluting, and then they were praying. This has been a big turnaround because people want to be able to express what they believe one way or the other. But that's not a political statement, that's praying before the game. People don't like relaxation and politics to mix. I'm going to quote our Fox News colleague, Laura Ingraham, went at LeBron James a few years ago when he was getting very involved in politics, and she said, "Shut up and dribble." That's good advice for Joe Biden, too.
Joey, the ratings are down, right? I think you brought this up before. 2017, 18 million viewers, NBA playoffs. 2022, Celtics versus Golden State, 11 million, and that's good for these days.
There was a heavy dip in between. I feel like those Boston fans really carried the Celtics in that one because I know how they are. Listen, real quick, when you say Joe Biden needs to shut up and dribble, I think of a little.
But that's what I meant.
Yeah. So I called that. Listen, I don't have a big take on the NBA, and I'm not of the opinion, this may surprise people, I don't think politics is severed from sports. I think politics has played a role in sports throughout the years. Jackie Robinson's a great example of that. There are certain things that sports can, but when politics has played a role in sports, it's been to bring people together. Remember the Titans getting through racial discrimination and segregation, and those things were important, and thank God for those athletes. Where we are now is we're a country that's so prosperous. We have a Gen Z that has everything at their hand, that we have to find our cause, and these causes are hollow. They're Trojan horses for political actors to get in and seize power. Sports has become a victim of that. I got one stat for you. Phil Jackson, 11 championships, 2 teams. The most political coach, Greg Popovich, 5 championships. From my math, Phil Jackson's twice the coach as Greg Popovich, so he might want to take a lesson and shut up and coach people how to dribble.
Very good.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.